Good evening. I'm Winston Pinnicle. This is going to be our Halloween episode. Top 7 things you don't want behind you. Sit back and enjoy.
Thief, Deadly Shadows. A game that deserves the credit of being one of the originators of stealth-based games comes a moment so eerie I consider it too spooky for me. Remember having little rag dolls as a kid? Adorable cute little stitchings and the works? Well, these ain't those kind of dolls! Coming at our number 7 spot, we got the puppets from Thief 3, Deadly Shadows. These oversized rag dolls are similar to the zombies in the aspect of dormant mindless creatures that wander aimlessly, but god damn do they creep me out. Their general design, their quiet yet intense presence is what stands out to me. Their capability is just so beyond bizarre to just, silently trail around and scream like a banshee once spotted. So steer the damn away from them unless you've come prepared. Dark Souls and Demon Souls. Totally, oh god, we gotta call in the heavy gamers for this fight. Not exactly what I had in mind, but close enough. At our number 6 spot, Dark Souls. This game has teased me to the bone with its painful difficulty. I mean, come on. It's made me want to throw my controller across the room in style. Let's not forget the reason why it's here to begin with. I mean, aside from me dying little by little on the inside with every single damn confrontation that the game's offered me. I mean, it's these things. Oh, God. I would have wished this crap on my worst enemy. Well, maybe a few. Well, seriously though, look at this. I want to poke at the basilisk more than anything. I mean, this thing was around everywhere I went for some reason, and I'd constantly shit myself from the overwhelming fear, constant paranoia, and crying profusely. In that order. Ew. To make it even worse, they'd make you look like Han Solo if you didn't steer clear away from them. I mean, goddamn, that breath. Oh, jeez. So yeah, man, we don't need these things anymore. These creations laying about where innocent, little adorable, filthy casuals play. Or do we? Mass Effect Reaper Creations. At the number 5 spot, we've got my beloved Mass Effect. The Reapers are a terrifying sentient race, gives the best feeling of a force greater than the known. Now with that being said, let's take a look at what exactly I'm referring to. Oh god, jeez man, they're horrendous. When I played Mass Effect for the first time, I did not expect this epic adventure, or these characters I would inevitably love, or a game that, you know what, would inevitably change my life for the better. Nor did I expect this shit. Mass Effect, why you do this? This honestly terrified me, mainly because of its disproportionate size, screech, and overpowered ability to turn Commander Shepard into a wet napkin. Regardless, the Banshee is such a terrifying thing. I mean, come on, look at it! One of the scariest parts in the game would be the mission where you go to the monastery, and as the Banshees just come in on all sides, they attack in pairs, and you frantically look for the button that paralyzes you, and you're just like, oh man, I'm gonna shit myself. That's always great. So once you find that ability to go on, some ammo, you're golden. Slenderman. At our number 4 spot, given the heebie-jeebies, is Bone Daddy Slendy. Now this is clearly the Bone Daddy gone Hellraiser anyways. I mean, with that and a faceless demeanor of paralyzing neutral emotion. How positive, right? Much like the Peanut from SCP, Slendy is terrifying for more than just the same reason of teleporting when not being watched after. No. This guy, he's got the class. This elongated phantom manages to stalk you like a prey in the forest, so just to throw it all in there, it's gonna be even better. As he winds you down into an unescapable corner or hallway, considering his well-tailored suit, this guy really knows how to bring it home. SCP creatures. Specifically that Peanut, the Purple Jumper, and the Old Man, I've had to play over and over in order to get further, but man, what the hell? The Peanut has caused me to scream more times than a 12-year-old on Call of Duty. That's not cool, man. There's just something too unsettling about trying to evade something that will always move the second you're not looking. The concept of the game itself is interesting. All hell breaking loose as you try to survive the failed experiments that ruined the facility. Well, that's pretty cool and all, but not really at the same time. I mean, it's been done over and over again. But with SCP, they've actually managed to pull it off. With constant trial and error, though. Always keep that in mind. It may not be as polished or as refined as certain game mechanics we've come to expect, but the game itself manages to perform to a horror game's proper standard we can all agree with, right? Quite interesting little gem, isn't it? So don't mess around with supernatural experiments. Because I don't know how many times they have to tell us, don't do it, because it never ends well. God, I hate little girl ghosts. So with that being said, at our number 2 spot is Alma. Great, right? The scariest little girl you'd love to run the hell away from. She's the tiny girl who packs quite the punch with the ability to move all your meaty insides with a terrifying appearance. And her constant disappearing acts makes it even worse. Because I know it drove me off the walls. Oh God, I hate her so much. Fear overall was quite the interesting series, to be honest. I mean, it takes an interesting take on divine supernatural connection, as her freakish appearances and terrifying screams just caused mass hysteria and deluded and ravaged overworld. So you know what? It kind of makes you wonder, is it even worth saving at all? Are you guys ready for our number 1 spot? It's pretty awesome. Are you ready? Alright, so without further anticipation, the biggest, the scariest, and the baddest mother around is the big fucking guy from Outlast. This overgrown test subject of a brute runs rampant in Outlast as he, follows you. He's quite the persistent little bugger, isn't he? I mean, tailing and following the player at every chance he gets. The feeling is entirely nauseating, horrific, and another good reason why my daddy doesn't let me play games at night. I don't like this at all. Big fucking guy may not be the brightest, or in fact the heaviest baddie in horror genre, but holy hell does he get the job done. He definitely manages to make my balls jump back inside my body with little to no effort. So you know what? Good job, man. Yeah, I did good. Regardless, this big deformality looks very similar to the Fallout 3 super mutants. But regardless, with all his, piggy squealing and his ability to just constantly run for someone his size, he's doing a damn good job in scaring everybody.
I hope you enjoyed our top 7 things you don't want behind you. I'm Winston Pinnicle. This was Insipid Arts. And have a creepy Halloween. Good night.